following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Chicago, Illinois, Maria. And the opponent, from the Caribbean, weighing 230 pounds, Carlito.
I'm Michael Cole, this is JB Allen, and we welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
The Rose City's going to get its face rocked tonight, and I, for one, can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands. Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Bottom line is, it ain't.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast.
Yeah, that's just great. Why don't you just quit showing off and get down to business?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he?
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
Nice quick counter there. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be... He's going up, and what goes up must come down. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to strain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was good.
That's not in the rule book, but it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
Wow, listen to that.
What a counter that was. He was one step ahead on that one.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure he can spare it? Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of...
Here's a move that'll leave you singing soprano.
And that ring rope is even less forgiving than it looks, folks. This is not a position you want to find yourself in.
No superstar in the locker room can afford to ignore the WWE fans.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just...
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a hanging off the ring apron is not where you want to be, and that's why.
It's a tough position to get out of, and it really gives your opponent a chance to work you over. I think someone's looking for a weapon. Yeah, that's it. Do it again.
I'm glad you're enjoying this. I can't say I am.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them.
Oh my! That's going to do some serious damage if someone doesn't stop this.
Who in their right mind would try to do that? Anyone who thinks...
Oh man, I don't think that was ever meant to be used like that.
Maybe not, but it seems to be doing the trick. As long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll keep going at it.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight. This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
Yeah, the WWE fans aren't known.
I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
And that's what matters. If you're not doing everything you can to win, you're in the wrong business.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match. The fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, Park.
That isn't going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds.
Yeah, and 10,000 paying customers can't be wrong. When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars...
Here's your winner, Carlito